Hello YouTube, this is Kieran Regressive Noob, and today there's some gameplay of Domination on WMD. I'm using the Gallo with Dual Mags. I'm using, as my perks, Hardline, Sleight of Hand Pro, because obviously I'm an Aggressive Noob Pro. And yeah, Sleight of Hand Pro, that allows me to aim faster. I'm using Hacker, and I've got my equipment as Semtex, Concussion, Claymore, and my kill streaks are Blackbird, Chopper Gunner, and Attack Dogs. And today I'm going to be talking about Fat Kid, a Ginger Kid, and a Snowy Alleyway. So yeah. So let's start off with the Fat Kid. Now, it was just an average day at school, you know, just minding my own business. We were lining up in the bus line. I was somewhere in the middle of the bus line. And then I went upstairs, sat myself down. About halfway through the journey from school to home, some fat kid, he just like comes up to me and he's like, "Oh, you Nep," because, you know, I'm a Nep. It's short for Nepalese. Yeah, he goes, "Oh, you Nep, go back to your own country." And I was like, "What? How can you say that to a Nep, you know?" Like, I was so annoyed. I was so annoyed at that time. I felt like, oh my god, this fat kid needs a punch in the face as long as my arm doesn't bounce back. So yeah, I was so annoyed. Yeah, so I kicked him down the stairs, like I kicked him in the head, and he fell down the stairs, and then he had a fat dolphin head. It was just, his face was glowing red, and it was, I wasn't done with him. He came back up, and he started swinging his PK like a retard, and wow, yeah, he started swinging his PK like a retard, and I was just sitting there. I was like, "What are you doing?" And then he fell down. I didn't do anything. He fell down himself, and then he came back up, and then he tried to hit me again, and he fell down. This is the third time he's fell down, and I was like, "Oh my god, what a noob! What a noob! What a noob! What is he doing? God." Trying to knife me, yeah. And yeah, he was just such a fat retard, seriously. Yeah. And about the ginger, this was in school as well, around the same time. Not on the same day or anything, around the same time, about after school. Yeah, this was after school. I was in the doorway, and so was the ginger kid. And obviously, I'd want to go through the door first, so I pushed him out the way. And then he grabbed me, and he's like, "F off!" He was like, oh man, he was just like the fat kid. He had a tomato face. And yeah. He was just saying, "F off!" He was like shouting, like, "What is this, Slipknot or something?" And then, he spat at me, and I was like, "Alright, that is it. I'm not gonna take that, you know, no Nep is gonna take that." And then after he spat at me, he just walked off. And then, I was like, "Come on, what is that? Spitting at me? Come on, you little girl." And, I punched him in the head, like, twice. And then after I did, it was at the back of his head, and then he turned around, and then he got one in his face, and I was like, "Haha, you got pwned." Yeah, he got absolutely owned. It was funny. You know how all, like, the year 7, 8, 9s, 10s, 11s, they would, like, crowd around when there's, like, fights and stuff. But then he learned his lesson, he was crying, he walked off. He had enough. I gave him a day off, you know what I mean? Yeah, that was his day off. Yeah, I am quite ill, so, yeah, don't mind me going like that. Yeah. This Gallo is pretty fast, it's accurate, it's got a good amount of ammo. It's got a good reload time, a decent reload time at least. Not the best, but even with Sleight of Hand Pro, is awesome. It does actually take time to get used to the Gallo, so it took me about a week to get used to the Gallo, and I'd say it would take any other person about 3 days. Yeah. Chopper Gunners. Yeah, this is my 7 kill streak. About to get a Chopper Gunner right now. There we go. That's my Chopper Gunner. So yeah. About a Snowy Alleyway. I'm not sure if you heard it in the news, but about a year ago? Nah, maybe not a year ago. About let me think. About 7 months ago, it was snowing in Britain, and it came up to about, I think it was like 2 times the length of a centimeter, 4 centimeters high. And it was really high, trust me. It was unbelievably high. It was just I couldn't even go outside to walk. I mean, if I was having a time walking, I wonder what that fat kid. I wonder how that fat kid felt at that time. I mean, yeah. So it was really bad. And plus, I think it was like 10 p.m. I was coming back from a party. I can't remember where it was from, but yeah, I was coming back from a party, and I was going through the alleyway. Plus, I was new to this place. I just moved house. There was this new alleyway shortcut to get to my house, so someone told me about it, so I used that shortcut. And I was new to the alleyway. I had no idea that trains went over the top of the bridge in the alleyway. So I was just like walking through the alleyway. It was like really snowy. Actually, I wasn't really walking. I was crawling for most of it. It took me an hour to get through the alleyway because I just kept falling. It was like so icy. You know what I mean? It was like so annoying. I kept falling over. I fell over about. I'll be honest, about 8 times. I fell over about 8 times, and yeah, it was so annoying. I had such a hard time getting through the alleyway, and my parents were not happy with me when I got home because I was covered in snow, and I had snow down my vest or whatever. I was wearing like 3 layers of clothes. It was really, 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 really cold at that time. Wow. And I had a few bruises from falling over in that alleyway as well. But yep, now they're gone. They don't hurt anymore. I'm happy, and I am not looking forward to this winter because, as you can see, I've already got a cold, and this cold is going to turn into a freeze this winter. Seriously. Yeah. So there goes my attack dogs, huh? And now I'm going to be hunting for some new noobs, and then my chopper gunner. And like I said in my other commentary / video, whatever, it is not a waste of using chopper gunner and attack dogs at the same time. You see, I've already finished using my blackbird, so I will not regret using my blackbird. Yeah, my chopper gunner got shot down, or maybe it's just sped up. I'm not sure, but this is pretty ponage. Score ends up with 92 kills and 3 deaths. So yeah, that is really not bad for domination.
Huh? What, 93 for 3?
Taking my famous out. What a noob. So yeah, recently I've got into Major League Gaming, which is pretty good. I'm gonna be playing a few clan matches soon. Yeah, and there will be a spectator in the clan match, just to make sure there's no cheating, none of that crap going on. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to getting my numbers up in Major League Gaming. And thank you so much. Don't forget to rate, comment, and subscribe to Aggressive Noob, because Aggressive Noob will be very happy. So yeah, peace.